What is a boundary encroachment and why are they important in commercial real estate? Let's start with the first part of that question. What is a boundary encroachment? A boundary encroachment is a physical structure that crosses a parcel boundary or property line. And there's four main types of boundary encroachments. So there's what I call a perimeter encroachment. That's a fence or a wall, something that runs around the perimeter of the parcel. There's utility encroachments. Okay, that's like a power pole or a sewer line. There's building encroachments. And then there's access encroachments. That's for something like a driveway or a parking lot or a boat ramp, some other type of access. So why are boundary encroachments a problem in commercial real estate? That's the second question we want to answer. So if we go out and do a survey and we find that there is an encroachment, some type of physical structure that crosses a property line, why is that a problem? If there's not an easement or license agreement or some other legal right for the physical encroachment. Well, there's basically three reasons why those encroachments are a problem. They can cause major heartache if you're trying to close a commercial real estate transaction. And the first reason is title companies really don't like them. So title companies typically do not want to insure a property that has a boundary encroachment. They're going to want to do one of two things. They're either going to want to exclude that encroachment from coverage if it's not already excluded, or they're going to want to have the encroachment resolved or rectified in some way before they'll insure the parcel. So that's the first reason they cause problems. It's related to the second reason, and that is if your title insurance company won't insure, then banks aren't going to want to finance the purchase of the property with a boundary encroachment. So that's the second reason why boundary encroachments are a problem, is banks really don't like them. Why not? Why don't banks like them? Well, there's potentially a cloud on the title there, right? If there's a boundary encroachment, that means that your neighbors may have some rights to the property, unwritten rights, what we call squatters' rights or unwritten rights. There's a potential lawsuit there that could tie the property up, prevent the bank from selling the property in the event of a foreclosure. So banks really don't like boundary encroachments, and for good reasons. And then the third reason why boundary encroachments cause problems in commercial real estate is because land use regulators don't like boundary encroachments either. So if you go down to your local planning department or your building department and you want to try and do something with your property, and you get a site plan prepared by a surveyor or an engineer, and the local land use regulator can see that there's a building that crosses a property line, or a driveway or a utility line that crosses the property line, they're probably not going to issue you your permit until you get that fixed. Again, for good reason. They're trying to protect the public there, look out for everybody in the neighborhood, and they want to get those kinds of things fixed. They don't want to, so for example, if you have a house that crosses a property line, the local land use regulator is probably not going to give you a building permit for an addition, because they don't want to further exacerbate the problem, make the problem worse, right? By increasing the value of the building that encroaches on the property line. They may give you a building permit for your addition, but they're probably going to require that you either move that property line, that parcel boundary, or that you remove the part of the structure that encroaches. So those are three reasons why boundary encroachments cause problems in commercial real estate. Title companies don't like them, banks don't like them, local land use regulators don't like them. Now I want to talk about in another video about two other reasons why boundary encroachments cause problems. We won't get into that here. I gave you the first three reasons. Those are important reasons. So how do you find out if you have a boundary encroachment? If you're going to buy a piece of parcel, either for your business or as an investment, if you're going to get involved in a commercial real estate transaction, how do you find out? It's really simple. Get a good boundary survey, right? And as part of that boundary survey, you need to have physical structures near the property line located. A good land surveyor will be able to tell you if there's potential boundary encroachments. And if there's boundary encroachments, you want to get those, you want to work with the seller of the parcel to get those resolved before you buy, right? So that's what a boundary encroachment is. That's three of the reasons why they cause problems. Don't get stuck with one. Get a survey before you buy.